What is up, everybody? TheHunterGT with TheHunterGT.com. That's right, we've got our own website. Come visit me and the Huntress over at www.thehuntergt.com. Well, what do we have going on here today? A detector that everybody has been hounding me to review. Hunter GT, when are you going to do the EuroTek Pro? When are you going to do the EuroTek Pro? Well, I live in Colorado in the United States. What do I want to do a EuroTek for? Right here it says, specifically designed for European hunting conditions. A lightweight, easy-to-use coin and relic detector with depth and target identification, designed specifically for European hunting conditions. And look at all the languages on this box, none of which I speak. Oh, there's English right here. Here's a little bit of English. So what do we get with this EuroTek Pro? What makes this thing so popular across the world? All the metal detecting forums across the internet are just raving about this detector for $219 and $299 if you get the 11-inch DD coil. Instead, this is the 8-inch concentric that I have here. So $219, you can pick this up on the internet, and for that price, everybody says it's basically unbeatable, that it's one of the greatest relic machines ever. Kind of hard to believe for that price. Let's see what this Teknetics EuroTek Pro little bad boy is all about. Turn on and go, it says. Motion discrimination mode, variable iron discrimination, pinpoint mode, well, that's pretty nice. Fast, sensitive target response. I've heard that in the forums. Everybody says the recovery speed and separation and unmasking is quite good. 2-digit numeric target and iron target indicators, adjustable sensitivity, discrimination, and volume, 5-segment depth indicator. You can pause it here if you want to read the rest. I'm just kind of going to bounce out. Oh, it has VCO. I see that. So that's the duck quack that we're used to, where the closer you get to a target, the louder it is. The further away, the quieter the tone will be. 7.81 kilohertz. It has adjustable iron audio, and a V-break, variable tone breakpoint. So pretty feature rich. No notch, nothing like that. No coin indicators, anything like that. Check the manual though. It has some cool stuff about coins in there. If you buy this detector, check out the manual, and I'll show you a little bit coming up here. But yeah, $219, 2.6 pounds, 2 pounds 6 ounces I should say, and with the DD coil it is 2 pounds 10 ounces. So yeah, it's super lightweight, you can swing it all day. One 9-volt battery will get you 25 hours roughly. So there it is, guys, the EuroTek Pro. What do you say we open it up and see what everybody is raving about across the internet, and see what this bad boy is all about, and get to some testing and some reviewing. Well, let's have at it. Alright, so here we have it all laid out on the table. 8-inch concentric coil, the upper aluminum rod there, the lower plastic resin rod where the coil connects right up in that hole there. The coil bolt slides right through there to connect the coil. And there is the faceplate. The faceplate comes disassembled on this one, just like the F19 does. It comes in the smaller boxes, and it is fully disassembled. The arm cuff and the upper S handle there that you hold on to. Here is the washers, 2 washers with the manual right there. So good stuff, guys. And don't worry, it comes with the screws and everything. The screws are set up in the side. They set them in there. All you'll have to do is take them out. As you can see right here, there are 2 screws in the bottom of the faceplate. So you just take those out, slide them right through the bottom there of your S handle, and the faceplate sits right on top facing towards you. Real easy to figure out. Follow the instruction manual to put it together. What do you say we do that? Let's go ahead and put this EuroTek Pro together, get through the menu system, and get to testing this bad boy out. Alright, so there it is, all laid out on the table. We have our nice arm cuff and our stand right here. Nice padded arm cuff like always from Teknetics, Bounty Hunter, and Fisher. Nice foam grip here on the S handle. There is the front of the detector there. We will swing around back here and check out the nice screw-in coil connector right there. 1 9-volt battery slides right in the back door there, and right here is the speaker port. And Speaking of speakers, if you want to plug in headphones, you will do so right there underneath that little flap. That little circle there on the bottom is your headphone port. That's a little dust cover that you can slide open and closed. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Locking collar up top to connect your S rod to the middle rod there. Keep it nice and tight. And the lower resin plastic pole that slides right up and recesses in here via the little thumb button there has a locking collar as well. So 2 locking collars to keep your detector nice and tight. 8-inch concentric coil right there, secured via the little cable, plastic cable bolt right there. 2 washers included in the manual. 7.7 kilohertz will run you right at 20-25 hours off 1 9-volt battery. This detector will cost you $219. That's not very much at all, is it, Hunter? No, it's not. $219, a EuroTek Pro is yours. And this thing is a relic hunter's dream from what I hear. I hear it's great in iron, fast recovery speed, great separation, all that good stuff. So we will run it through the paces and see what we get. We'll throw a nail down and see what sort of unmasking and separation we can get with this bad boy. I hear it is all the rage. It does come with an optional 11-inch DD coil for $299 total. So $219 is your price on Amazon as I do this review with the 8-inch coil, and $299 with the 11-inch coil. You can pick it up on Amazon or from your favorite vendor or directly from Teknetics themselves. All right, so there it is, guys, the EuroTek Pro. What do you say we turn it on and get through the menu? All right, let's do that. But one thing first, I do want to go over the manual real quick. This is a 3-tone machine. Low tone, mid tone is going to be a VCO, and then your high tone. Okay, but there's a couple things I want to show you. It also has iron audio on this detector. The best way for me to show you that is to just show you this graph here. So it goes from 0 to 20 on your volume, and 10 to 20 is going to be iron audio, basically. All right, so look right here, setting 1. If we go from 1 to 9, we're going to raise it on both ferrous and non-ferrous. So ferrous is your iron, non-ferrous are your gold rings, your silver rings, anything that's not iron, basically. All right, so 0 to 9, same volume all the way up across, 3 3 4 4 5 5 and so on. Once you hit 10, notice that iron audio zeros right here at 10. So once you hit double digits, the second digit in your double digit will be your iron audio. So notice 11, I'm still at the 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 on all my non-iron objects, like my gold rings, my coins, my bronze coins, my brass coins, my silver coins, depending on what country I'm finding coins in, of course. All right? And then here, look at the iron on 11 is going to be at a 1. Iron, or setting 12, iron's going to be a 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. And then once we get up to 20, it is at 10 and 10 here. Okay, they are both as loud as they can be. So that's how the iron audio works. It's great for relic hunters. You can make your iron audio. I run it about a 13, 14, and then I can still hear just a little bit of iron in it in my headphones, but it doesn't fatigue my brain. I don't hear all that bum 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 bum, all that low tone everywhere. It's a lower volume, and if I come across a high target, it's really going to give me that nice VCO tone or my high beep. All right, and speaking of VCO tone, and check this out, this is cool, right? It comes with all these nice little foreign coins in here, so don't worry if you're in the United States, because right here it comes with a little breakdown of target ID coins, and as you can see, US nickel, it shows you where it's going to fall in right there. It shows you a US dime right there, a US quarter right there is going to ring up as an 88. Okay, so you still have some stuff in here that you can go by. The depth meter here, it is changeable on the display. I'll show you that. I can change it on the display from inches to centimeter to tailor to the European market, you know, metric versus standard, basically, versus the US market. All right, so another thing I want to show you real quick. I never really go over the manual, but it's going to be much easier for me to show you in the manual, so bear with me just another minute here. It says a 3-tone detector, so low tone from 0 to 40, which is your iron range. Your VCO, which means the closer your coil is to a target, or the shallower the target, the louder the target. The deeper the target or the smaller the target, you're just going to get a little whisper, but it's that duck quack, that wah, wah, wah. Boy, you like my sound effects here today, guys, in this video? I hope so. I'm going all out here for you guys. All right, and then your high tone is going to be, so your VCO will run from 40 all the way to 69, and then it'll creep into 79 as well if you start to raise your discrimination here. here. So it's giving you examples of how it works. So at disc 0, you'll see it's low tone to 40, VCO to 69, and then from 70 to 99 is high tone. Well, if you start to raise your disc up, look what it does. You get a dark black here, no tone. So you will get nothing as you raise your disc. So if you're disc at 30, you're going to get nothing on 0 to 30, and then you're going to get that iron audio low tone from 30 to 40 on larger iron, let's say, and then your VCO and your high tone doesn't change. But what happens if we go above 40? Well, if we disc at 55, our tone goes well past iron, and then it just breaks into the VCO. The VCO picks up where you started and then stops at 69 again right there. It stops at 69 each time. Well, what happens if I disc above 69? Well, it goes to no tone, my VCO shallows, and it starts to cut into my high tone at this point, okay? So you can see, you can never disc or V-break above 79. That's where your silver dime, your copper pennies, your silver, your US coins are gonna fall all in 79 and above right here, okay? So you can never disc above that or V-break the VCO tone above that, okay? So pretty cool. You can totally silence the machine. You can run the low tone, VCO, and high tone, okay? I just wanted to show you that with the menu. It's a little easier than me showing you with a target. I do have a how-to video that I am going to be coming up in about a week or two on this detector, a little 5-7 minute how-to video that will show all those tones in my backyard. Can't really do it right now with a foot of snow, so keep an eye out for that video coming up. All right? Well, enough about the manual and about all the settings, because I'm going to show you that real quick. But now I can just fly through the menu and get right to the testing now that you understand how the tones and, you know, everything works. All right. So what do you say we turn it on, break out the trusty orange ruler, and air test it and do some uncovering. Maybe we'll throw down a nail or two and check out some different unmasking separation tests. All right. Let's do it. EuroTek Pro coming at you. Alright, so here we go. What do you say we turn it on? We have our power button right here. We have menu, pinpoint, plus or minus. So pretty easy. Let's go ahead and turn it on. 216. So this was made in February 16th. It's the first 4 digits of the face code there that popped up. So what happens when we hit menu here? Well, first let's go over the LCD. Right here we have our depth meter with our 5 bars, 2 inches, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and then 8 inches if you have all 5 bars lit up. Battery meter right here. I'm not going to convert to centimeters. It says in the manual. I am United States bound or based, so we're going in inches here. And I'm actually going to show you how to change that on the pinpointer too, from inches to centimeters. Pretty cool. So battery signal strength right here. You have 3 icons, 3 little bubbles inside of there on your battery display. Once all 3 are gone, you have about 10 minutes left of detecting. 1 9-volt battery, you're looking at about 20 to 25 hours of detecting, so pretty good. Right here in the middle, we're going to have our big 0 to 99 display. See it there? Alright, that goes from 0 to 99 based on the conductivity of the target. Let's go ahead and hit menu. What do we get? We're at sensitivity 7 to start off with. Let's go ahead and lower that to like 4 so it doesn't chatter. I got on a piece of wood here and I got nails next to it, some targets next to it that it's probably picking up. So, alright, let's sensitivity 4. What's next? Discrimination. So we can run that plus all the way up to 79. That's where it will stop. And anything up from 79 or 80 and up to 99 will be silver coins, high conductors like silver coins, US clad coins, things of that nature. Alright, menu once again, and we have volume. And I showed you the volume in the manual, so I'm not going to go over that too much, but it can be muted. And then we have iron audio all the way up to 20 there. Alright, I'm going to run it right about 5. We'll leave the iron in and everything there. Alright, so volume 5, sensitivity 4. What if I want to save that? Well, what do? I'm going to hold down pinpoint and leave it held down here for about 10 seconds or so. And watch what happens. Everything disappears and now you see the 3 menu items on bottom. So now I let off. And what happens when I turn it off? Turn it back on real quick. And it will save my discrimination settings, my sensitivity settings, and my volume settings. See, 405 is what we're at. It starts at 705. Alright, so we are good to go. That's how you get that to save. Just hold down menu. Now pinpoint option. Watch what happens when I pinpoint an object. See it? It's in centimeters. I don't have any use for centimeters here in the United States. So what do? I hold power, and then I'm going to hold it again with the pinpoint button, and see that? How it, real quick, it'll flash from inch to centimeter. You can get it, I can't do it one-handed, but you can get it where you hold them both down and switch with your pinpoint. Hold down power and pinpoint at the same time when you turn it off, and now watch what happens. Now let's switch to inches. So you see? You can see the IN for inches next to it instead of CM. Okay, so that's one way to save your settings and switch it from centimeters to inches right there, or back to centimeters. All right, so that is pretty much everything on this detector. It's a 3-tone detector. I showed you that when you raise the discrimination in the manual here, that it will make your VCO tone. You know, if I raise my disc up to, say, 50, it will change my VCO, my 0 tone to VCO, and the high tone. So make sure you read the manual and understand that. It's not something that I can really go over, you know, in this video. I'm going to do a how-to video on this EuroTek Pro coming up, about a 5 to 7 minute video in a week or two that will show you the different tones real quick, how to set it up. I don't want this to run too much longer. So here we go. Recovery speed on this thing. It's touted as a great relic detector. 219 bucks. You're not going to get a recovery speed like this almost anywhere. Listen to this. Very good recovery speed, extremely good. And it's picking up nails. You can hear it in, I got nails and pipes underneath here, so you hear a little beep every once in a while. Nothing to worry about there. It does not do that on normal occasion. All right, so I got a couple nails here. A galvanized nail and an old rusty nail. What do you say? Let me move this penny over here. Let's put the detector down real quick. I'm going to leave it on disc 0. And let's listen. So what do these sound like? Nothing but low tones, right? Both nails, look, they're coming up in the 20s. Nothing but low tones. So let's put a high conductor in there and see what this little EuroTek Pro. Everybody says, oh, it's a great relic hunter. It's so good at this and that. It'll unmask and do great in iron. Well, for $219, I don't know if I believe that. Let's hear if we can hear it. High tone on this. What? Listen to that, guys. It is clear as day. Those two nails, I mean the right nail's touching it. Clear as now. Now along the pipe, which will give a lot of detectors trouble, even $1,000 detectors can't hit this way. A long ways on a nail. That'll really give you trouble. But at other angles, look, it's coming in at diagonals as I walk around it. And look how close. I mean, that nail is right on top of it. So let's get brutal here. Let's get brutal. Let's go ahead and put this one right on top of it, and we'll place this one kind of an angle touching it basically as well. So see if we can even pick that up now. Any sort of high tone would be fantastic for $219 right now. Listen. Well, that's bonkers. That is bonkers right there. I don't even need to show anything else, guys. For $219 or $299 if you have the 11-inch DD on it, it is picking up that copper penny with a galvanized nail right next to it that gives trouble with a lot of detectors. It'll show up way high, 40, 41. Sometimes it'll mid-tone you on a galvanized nail. And then that old rusty nail right there. It is giving you a mid-tone still for 219 bucks. Okay. I know what all the rave is now, all you Europeans with your EuroTeks. I get it. I get it. That is pretty darn good. All right. So recovery speed is great. Unmasking is very, very good. Recovery speed is very, very good. What do you say we break out the ruler and see what sort of distance we can reach out and touch somebody with this? All right. Let's do it. Air testing. EuroTek Pro coming up. Alright, there is the old trusty orange ruler. You can hear just a little bit of beeps and pops. It is sensitivity 10. It is cranked up, maxed out. Usual suspects right here. We have the whole coin gamut here. Silver ring, some gold over here, a gold locket. Let's start off with a little BB. Can this detector pick up a small BB? I'm skeptical for 219 bucks. Yep, no little BB. That's alright though. BB's pretty small, so you're not going to be finding earring backings or anything super tiny like that. But if we step it up just a small size, I mean it's pretty significant size I guess, but look, we have a gold locket here. Oh, my BB's running away from me. So this gold locket, half a locket, not much gold there at all. Watch this. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7. We are almost at 8 inches before it cuts out. So 7, 7.5, 7 for sure. That is really good. I am pretty thrilled with that. So let's try the gold ring here. 10K women's gold ring. 6.5, 7, 8. And we are dropping off at 8.5. Huh? No, we're not. 8, 8.5, yeah. 8, 8.5. Here comes a nickel. We are at 8.5, 9. Yeah, right about 9, 9.5. Zinc penny. Well, it likes that. At 9. It's averaging it up. I can tell it's high toning it. But we're getting that zinc penny clear out to 9 inches. Copper penny. 8, no problem. 8.5. And we're starting to get some misses at 9 inches. Alright. Silver dime. Look at that. Look at that beautiful dime, right? Boy, you gotta love those Liberty Mercury dimes. Liberty head Mercury dimes. Alright. 8 inches, no problem. And we're breaking up at 8.5, 9. So 8 inches on that. Quarter. Standard US clad quarter. We're looking at 9 inches. And it appears to cut off at 9.5. $50 here, a little bit larger coin. 9 inches. 9.5. And it's cutting off at 10 as well. So it really does good on the gold range. I noticed the ring, not much gold there in that ring or this locket, and it's getting clear out here close to 8 inches. 7, 7.5, 8 almost. And then a lot of the coins are dropping off just an inch or two past that, no matter their size. So it really did a great relic machine. It's really good on the mid conductors. Here's a silver ring, a high conductor, 8 inches, 9. So we'll call it 9. It's already starting to break up a little bit there. So, yep. 8, 9 inches on high conductors like coin-sized objects, silver rings, and I'd say if you find a nice gold coin the size of some of these, it's really going to hit hard. If you are hunting gold coins or gold rings, it's going to be a great relic detector, mid-range detector there for your past iron but before silver. So from 40 to 80, this is really going to be a great detector for you guys. Not the deepest of detectors, like I said, $219, doesn't have notch, not the deepest. You can get that 11-inch DD for $299 total, $219 for this one without it. So there it is, guys, the EuroTek Pro. I am pretty impressed, actually. I was a little skeptical coming into it, like, boy, $219, what is everybody raving about? What is so good about this detector that everybody is raving about? Well, there it is. That unmasking of those two nails when I had the board down there on the floor was quite impressive. So it picked up that penny no problem underneath those two nails. Pretty impressive stuff. So $219, Teknetics EuroTek Pro. Go check them out. TekneticsT2.com is their website. I'll leave a link down in the video description. I'll also leave a link to my website. Go hit me up. Check out my forums. Check out the website. I sell a couple other Teknetics detectors, the Omega 8000 and the G2. They are in very limited supply. I am running out quickly, and once they are gone forever. So there is the phone. I better call this a video. All right, guys, the Huntress is calling. The Hunter GT signing off. I will see you on the next video.